Morning. Well, I got a call from a buddy of mine. He lives out where there's big timber here. And we got to assess the trunk here. It's a snag, eh? She's dead. Okay. Not pretty. Yeah. This dead tree's got to have a rope in it. I'd like to put it in there. What our plan is we're going to tag this thing back. Like a pendulum tag back to that maple. Right like that. And I'm going to bang wedges like a mother, you know what, in there. I may have to do something here. That looks pretty free. Make sure there's no limbs and grafted in anywhere off of this tree. You got to make sure you start cutting the tree up from the bottom and you got some limbs, see? Okay, so it's free, so that's good. It's a good sign. So I'm going to put my tag line in right here. And I could actually even, hopefully the stump's the strongest part of the tree. Okay, so, oh yeah, she's soggy, boy. Okay, here's the scenario. Here's the snag. It's leaning hard down here to these houses, and it's just not, it's not pretty. It's really not good. And I got a feeling the stump is, I would say 60–70%, you know what I mean? And so I was just gonna walk up and fall it, but I'm not gonna do that because it's leaning hard down this way and all the bones are on that side. Vic, I'll leave you this stuff here. Please, Victor, thank you. So we gotta put a tag in it. So that was the plan here. So me and Victor here, I've got a running bow line. I'm gonna send this up here like this. And we're gonna go around. Now there's a couple of reasons why you go straight off the lean, and I think we know why, all of us, don't we? You watch that tree now, you watch it. See it up there? There it goes, it's moving already. That's a big heavy tree. Oh dear. Oh yeah, no, we need to tag this back. I'm even thinking running bow line. Yep. We gotta think smart here. So, it's not for coercion, it's to keep it on the stump. Okay, so we've climbed it, we've got the rope set, the tag line is set. Back to this maple on a running bow line. The running bow line allows you to get more tension on the tree. So I did it with that arbutus tree. I've actually pulled this big snag back now a bit. It was leaning. Actually, I'll bet you the lean's even changed on it. It's a soggy tree. I could tell you it's gonna break. I'll be surprised if it makes it through that timber. But I'll tell you what we've done. We've stood it up a bit here now. Yeah, you see, that's not that bad. It's still leaning, but it's not that bad, okay? So now, that line is right there, okay? It's about 30 feet up the tree, and it tags back there. This tree is going that way. Not down there, there's house and cars down there, and it'll smack them. It'll smack them. And this stump is soggy. There's not a needle on this tree, and I saw conch up there. I'm just so glad there's no conch on the stump, but there is stain. There is stain. It's not pretty. There's swollen buttress here, which is telling you that you've got root rot issues. So I'm actually going to high stump this thing a little bit. I'm going to try and get out of some of this crappy wood here and probably cut in here and start setting wedges. We got nails everywhere here. I'm probably going to run into steel, and I'm going to set myself up and I'm going to start banging wedges under here, not that way. I'm not going to start banging wedges that way. I'm going to start lifting this tree. So I'm going to set my wedges here, get underneath the lean. You guys know what I mean? Underneath the lean. Get your wedge right underneath the lean. Lift it up. Get it going sideways. There's the tree. She's horrible. It's about 130-foot snag, 120 for sure. Look at all the timber rust. Nice timber, but this one just didn't make her. So, undercut going in. Actually, I'm going to prepare this back here a bit. I don't want any bark. This is not pretty. Look at this. It's leaving. Yeah, I think you should just leave that on and then let it, there it goes.
Slam and then let it go?
Yep. Yes, keep on it. There it goes. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Let her go. That tagline, that was a must. It pulled about 6 inches of holding wood off the stump. The only wood we had was on the outside. This thing was gone. Oh dear God. I knew it. I'm so glad. Look at this, you guys. Look at what it did.
Just fell. Didn't even.
Victor, that would have ended up on that guy's car. So that tagline was not even climbed and dismantled, but it wouldn't have been ass pucker because you'd have gone up there and the thing was like this. It was just like a bloody.
And then knowing that's on the inside, right?
That's right.
What's holding you up.
Exactly. And now you're throwing another 200 pounds out there of gear and men, and it just, you know. But this here is interesting. Like, here's the wood, right? Yep. I left. Where's the stump? Well, there it is. There's the wood I left. It was almost like that actually, believe it or not, held this thing on the hillside. No root system. Gone. Completely. There's 5 inches of holding wood right there, all the way across the stump, right there. Nothing in the core. 2 posts of wood, that's all you had. She was soggy. So there we are, guys. That tagline was everything. It was everything. Look what it did here.
Hey, there you go. It's down. Fire up a bomb.
Yeah, that's right. Look at this, just pulled this thing right out. That's ants, that's what that is. You cut that stump down, I'll bet you'll find ants all right at the bottom. I'm surprised we don't see them here. Pull some of this away, Vic.
Probably will.
That looks like ants to me. Might be a little cold yet. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, definitely bug in there. Yeah, pretty amazing. That tagline saved us out, that poor man. I'm glad we threw that poor man on it, Vic. We reefed on that thing. We actually stood the tree up. So that's good.
Almost caught the maple on fire when that rope started going.
Over and out. Thanks for hanging around on that one. We'll see you guys back at the ranch.
He gets up in the morning, about the break of day. He jumps into his pickup, heads out on his way. Well, he's got one old crummy, myrtle